Georgiev show. You guys really flipped the switch, though, throughout the rest of the game. What did you see in terms of the changes that you guys sort of affected as the game went on?
I thought the first period we were a little bit stubborn with the puck in the neutral zone, didn't put enough pucks in behind their D and get after them a little bit in their zone. We looked a little tentative. I felt like they were winning all the races, and their second man for sure was getting to the puck quicker than ours. So we spent a little bit too much time defending. Even though I thought we did a decent job on our side of the ice, I felt like it was close. Face-offs in the first period, they won a lot of them too and started with the puck. So I think we got a little bit better in a bunch of different areas as the game went on, and our game got stronger and stronger. And Gorgie had a good night. I thought our goalie, probably outplayed their goalie tonight. Even though it was an evenly matched game, we ended up coming out with the win.
Bit of a different instance, but Lars Eller once again scores a goal by just sticking with it, staying with the play. Is this kind of what you guys had envisioned from him?
Yeah, it's part of it. I mean, he's big and strong on the puck, and he can play in traffic, and that was one of those plays. He stays on side with it, he stays strong on it, makes a play to Val, and then just hangs around and stays in the play, and ends up finding a good spot and puts it behind their goalie. So I thought, that's part of it for sure. He can provide a little bit of offense. He's not afraid to hang on to the puck and make plays, but on the defensive side of it, he's been rock solid for us.
You went 4-0-0 on this trip. What just pleased you most? What elements of your game pleased you most?
Consistency. Well, for the first part, coming out of the last period or two of the Arizona game, and then when we went on the road, the defending details have been really good. Obviously, you play 3 games, you give up 58 shots in total. You're going to give yourself a good chance to win. And even though the last 2 is they've opened up a little bit, we still did a decent job of, especially suppressing scoring chances in high danger areas. Like tonight, I felt like their power play gave them some good energy early. They were shooting the puck from everywhere. They were highly dangerous on that. But 5-on-5 game got a little bit stronger as the game went on, and we did a nice job on the defending side of it. So it's part of the recipe for success for our team is to be highly committed, 4-line team in all those defending details, and they were.
Those 4 wins get you guys to 22 road wins. I guess how important or how much do coaches put into the fact that home team gets, maybe the last change and all that? Does that matter much for you?
Depends on how we're playing. If we're playing the way we can, I don't think it matters a lot to us on certain nights. And then you play teams that you feel like maybe you don't match up against as well, or you have, if all 4 lines aren't going, then it can be a big factor. So it just depends. I feel like it means probably less in regular season than it does in the playoffs.
I know you've seen it a million times, but can you give us your perspective of McKinnon's goal and his assist after, burst of speed on the goal, and then he breaks a stick with a shot and stays with it and sets it up?
Yeah, well, the one he got, I think, is sort of textbook Nate. I thought he did a great job in the D zone, hanging around, doing his job, making sure their F3 shooter wasn't open, and then he just explodes up the ice. And as long as he's level or even with the guy that he's covering in the D zone, if we can make a play up the ice, he's got a good chance of beating him through there. So to me, that was the impressive one. And then to kind of bust through the D and the forward, good strength on his stick. I think he was drawing a penalty on that, still on a hook, and he finds a way to fight through it and then perfectly placed shot. So that's something that we've seen from him a lot. And when he's dangerous and playing vertical, he can be a bull in a china shop, working his way through the D under heavy pressure and still being able to make those shots. So it was a great goal.
I think Cagliano left the bench at the end there. Is he okay?
He took a shot early in the game, fought through it. We're not expecting anything too serious, but it's starting to get sore at the end of the game. We just thought we'd get him in the room and get him some treatment before we had to leave today.
I asked Mikko about just this team maybe starting to see the finish line of the season and turning the corner a little bit on the increased discipline. He felt you guys have done a much better job recently of limiting mistakes compared to early. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no question. Yeah, you look when I look at the scoring. I mean, we had that dip, right? Like lost 4 or 5, gave up a lot of goals. didn't take care of the puck when we did check it back. You know, there's two parts to it. It's checking hard and make sure you're checking the puck back, and then still having the poise and patience and communication and support to be able to make a play and get you out of your own zone and get playing in the offense. And for a while there, we were checking hard and giving the puck back to our opposition and then having to go repeat it and do it again, and it's not really conducive to winning. We improved in that area here now. So, I mean, we had the big stretch where we won a lot of games. We had a little dip, and then I think it kind of shook our guys again. We got back to it in a hurry, and it's been working for us. So no question, if you take the last 2 months of the season, I feel like our guys have been certainly improving in a lot of areas, but that's definitely one of them.